You name them, I've seen them spar in here. I've seen Terence Crawford spar Shakur Stevenson in here. I've seen...
This is Gervonta Davis here for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by the main man at the top ranked gym, Frank Stea. Frank, I can't believe I've got you on camera. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you, Jonathan. Happy that you're here. Always a pleasure to have you in the top ranked gym in Las Vegas.
Yeah, love coming here. It's very hot for anyone that ever rolls through. But yeah, Frank, tell us about your background in boxing. How did it all start for you?
I won there was a raffle one time at one of the local fairs here in Las Vegas, and back in 2007, and you win a job with Top Rank, and I spent about $15 in raffle tickets, and I got the lucky number, and I won, and here I am today.
You won a raffle, and now you're the head of Top Rank Gym.
Yeah.
Now, I know your sense of humour is very dry, so I'm not sure I believe that, Frank.
You can look it up. You can Google it right now, so I suggest everybody. I'll give everybody watching this a second if you want to go Google it and watch along.
Really? That's the actual story? Wow.
No, that's not the story.
Knew it.
But I was going to kind of delay it so we can... no, it was just actually one day... Brad Goodman, who is the matchmaker, Hall of Fame matchmaker for Top Rank, he just out of the blue randomly gave me a call and asked me if I wanted to come help him out, and I said yeah. So it's basically how it started. But as far as background of boxing, I was been a big fan, dabbled in it a little bit as a youth, and I'm blessed to be here, man. It beats a regular job. I meet a lot of great people, a lot of great relationships, and a lot of interesting stories to tell. So, like I said, beats a real job.
Well, I know the hours you put in here, and it's not like you just come for a few hours. You're literally here all day, every day, right?
Yeah. A lot of people say to me, because it's Vegas, they'll say, "Hey, man, do you ever get used to this heat?" I say, I really have no choice. It's about 110 degrees outside. I don't know where that is, what that means in the UK, but 110 degrees, it's a lot. And inside the gym, as you can you look on the ceilings here, there's nothing but metal beams. So it kind of, traps in the heat, and they heat up, and they're super hot. So this is kind of like an oven, and, we're all in here cooking. So, yeah, I spend anywhere between 8 to 15, 16 hours a day in this place.
Now, one guy I wanted to talk to you about that has been training here, in the past is Tyson Fury. Tell us about sort of your relationship with him and, the times he was in the gym here.
There's, the first couple fights with Tyson Fury was the Tom Schwartz and Otto Wallin fight. We had a great time, great fun, great camps, and, I believe Tyson himself, his father, his team, they thought that him taking things lightly. We went out, we had a lot of good time, not really focusing so much on boxing. It took a little bit off of his drive, which I didn't think so, but I think the Otto Wallin, the result with him getting cut and it being kind of a scare, he tightened it up, and the two camps that he did here for Deontay Wilder for the second and third fight, it was just nothing but business. But I consider Tyson Fury one of the hardest workers in the sport. 6'9", 300 pounds almost. I don't know where his weight is, and I don't want to be, but he's a big fucker. So one of the hardest workers, period. Any weight class, I would say. I don't think there's a heavyweight in the game that works as hard as Tyson. Just from my personal view, me being in camp with him for 4 camps, and it was just a great pleasure. It was a good time. It was good to get to know Tyson on that level. He and I haven't really spoken much in recent times, but I'm always there. I'm always supporting him. Anytime he fights, anything he does, I wish him and his family nothing but success.
What's the best part of your job, would you say?
The 1st and the 15th of every month when I get paid.
In terms of with the fighters, you know, is it like seeing them, you know, progress? Like, what would you say?
You know, like when I first started, I mean, obviously I'm a fan, and there's a lot of fighters I got to meet during my fandom. Maybe when I first moved to Vegas, around, it's been 18 years since I've been in Vegas. But when I first started going to fights in Vegas and getting to see a lot of the luminaries in boxing that I only saw on television, it kind of wears out because, you know, people that I looked up to have become friends. You know, like some of these boxing legends, whether they're still active or, you know, Hall of Famers or just, you know, been in the game a long time, I've actually become friends with them. I don't know. I mean, I hope I'm not neglecting where I'm at in life, because, you know, I am around a lot of special people like yourself, Jonathan. You know, I'm always happy to see someone like yourself. You're a talented individual. I always enjoy the little bit of time that we spend when you're in the States in Las Vegas. I think the same thing goes for a lot of the fighters. Am I a fan? Will I buy merchandise of somebody because I'm their #1 fan? Probably not, because I know the business side of things now, and it's, you know, it's a dark business, but it's also a beautiful business, or else I wouldn't be involved in it. I mean, I think you got to kind of be bipolar to be successful in this business in some way. One day you love it, the next day you want to quit and you want to kill everybody involved in it. I don't know. Maybe someone watching this can relate. Maybe you can relate. But the best part, I mean, obviously I'm not in this, you know, I'm in this to feed my family. I have 3 kids. I have, you know, a home to provide for. I've been afforded some great luxuries, Top Rank. I can't complain. They pay me very well to be here, and, you know, I've seen a lot of great places, met a lot of great people, and I would say, you know, the best is yet to come. I have a lot of stories. I have a lot of stories to write, a lot of books just from boxing, not just not the stories I've acquired during my lifetime. But yeah, no, the best thing is just, I guess, the people, man. You meet a lot of great people. I try to make the best of everything. You know, you meet a lot of people, you know a lot of people, and, you know, you want to cherish them moments with them people, because when you know a lot of people and you're in an industry such as boxing, it's a small industry in some ways, but it's, you know, you never know who's going to be with you tomorrow. You know, we lose a lot of people in this game. You know, we lose a lot of fighters, a lot of people that work on the outside, trainers, promoters, managers, and stuff like that. So I've learned, you know, not to take for granted, to try not to take for granted the relationships and the great people that I get to meet every day.
You also, you know, you get to know the fighters pretty well, and, you know, one guy I wanted to talk to you about is Eubank Jr., who trains here. Yeah, talk to me about your relationship with him, because, like, you know him probably better than most people. You know, how would you describe your relationship with Chris?
To be honest with you, Chris and I have only known each other for about 2 years, but we've gotten close. Like, it's something to where, you know, if you watched Chris on TV, I always thought Chris was like a bit of a prick just by watching him on TV, and in some ways he is. Don't. I think he wants that reputation to precede him. But Chris is one of the nicest, respectful, kindest. You know, you can't judge a book by its cover. That's the cliche on things. And if you don't get the opportunity to know someone, like, you know, I got to know Chris. You know, we've had a couple personal conversations sometimes. You know, get to know each other on that type of level. And I just think we developed a relationship where we trust one another. And you know, we've never been in a situation where if I'm about to fall out of an airplane, is he going to hold on to me as I'm dangling or something? Is he going to jump after me with a parachute? I don't know. I don't know if we've earned that trust for each other. I don't know if I'll do the same thing. But Chris is a great human being. He's a great guy. He's a family guy. A lot of people that they don't know, he kind of keeps his own personal life to himself. You don't know. He's an enigma. He's a bit of a mystery. There's a lot of him that I still have a mystery on, but that I still see a mystery in him. But Chris, it's a blessing, and it's been a privilege to know him for the past 2 years. And like I said, it's only been 2 years, but I feel like I've known him my entire life.
And what would you say your day to day is around here? Like, how would a day in Frank's life work?
I'm here making sure that everybody in here is protected, basically. There's we got a lot of good people in here. We're a private gym, but it's mainly just for top rank fighters. But as you can see, there's other fighters in here that aren't with top rank, and in some way, shape, or form, they're serviceable to us or our top rank fighters. We have people in here. That sometimes don't know. They need somebody looking out. Looking out from the outside, looking in. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically why I'm here. I mean, don't get me wrong. If there's a plumbing issue, I've unclogged many toilets. I've wiped down some toilets. I mean, I can't take a shit on one of these toilets without really disinfecting it. So, cleanliness, especially in the bathrooms. You come to the top ranked gym, you can probably have your lunch on one of the toilets here, because that's how anal I am about that kind of stuff. I don't know, anal and shitting and stuff like that kind of makes ties together. But just whatever the gym needs. It's a lot to explain. I would think you and I would have to be sitting. You'd have to be in a love chair. I'd be in a love chair, and we have our arms up, and we have a cocktail, maybe a cigar or something, and then we can kind of go there. But I don't think you want me to discuss the day to day. It's just I'm here a lot of hours. I talk to a lot of people. I have a lot of good times, a lot of good laughs. But I'm working. I'm not with my family. But I'm doing it for my family. So that's basically my day to day.
I know you actually set up a lot of the spars around here and things like that.
Oh, I hate that. I hate setting up sparring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it.
What I was going to ask, what's the best spar you've seen in here? Give me a couple.
There's there's a lot of controversial spars that have happened in here. I don't want to say that they're the best ones, because I don't really want to go into it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Some of the best names maybe you've seen spar?
You name them, I've seen them spar in here. I've seen Terence Crawford spar Shakur Stevenson in here. I've seen Teofimo spar Keyshawn Davis in here, and they kind of have a little beef going on. I've seen Teofimo spar just about anybody in here. Devin Haney spar just about anybody and everybody in here. You name them, I've seen them spar in here. As far as the best, it's probably some guys you don't know. We have a lot of young fighters in here on the day to day. Some of them are in here. We got a kid, Adrian Bowler, AJ. He's walking in here. He's 3-0. I tease him because he doesn't know his own strength. He's got some ridiculous power, and you tell him, hey, work lightly with the guy, but he doesn't know how to. He throws hammers and haymakers. We got an 8-0 prospect, Shamar Canal. He's in here. He's probably one of the best to watch. He's sparred everybody, holds his own with everybody. He's my assassin. Anybody that I need to look bad, Shamar gets that job done. I also have 2 young fighters, the Montalvo brothers, Fabian and Julian. So yeah, that's what Marvin Hagler said to me.
What did he say?
Oh no, I was just messing around. But yeah, to go back, we had a little technical issues, guys, breaking the the third wall or whatever. But yeah, no, there's a lot of young fighters in here, and I mentioned none of them are signed with Top Rank at the moment. But there's veterans in here like Andres Cortez. So Andres Cortez, if you're in town, and it doesn't matter who he's sparring with, he's in here sparring. He sells the gym out. There's days where we have over 100 people in here watching plenty of sparring, and there's days that it's just the corners and stuff like that. But John, I can't pinpoint some of the best spars in here. I mean, honestly, I hate sparring. I hate setting it up. I hate watching it. If it's not an intriguing matchup, I don't watch it. I mean, because I've seen it all. So, there's another kid, Kermel Moten. He comes in here sometimes. He puts on some exciting spars when he visits us. But it's just about anybody. You're looking here, Al Lorenz Reynolds over there. He's in some interesting spars, and like I said, Keyshawn Davis, just a lot of great guys. I'm sorry, man, I'm not hitting what we're trying to get at.
No, you've told us enough. Just lastly, Frank, Top Rank, been around for years, great company, Hall of Fame company. Like, do you feel like you got like a responsibility, when you come in here, you're in charge here. Like, do you feel like that's like you're trying to phrase this question, but do you feel like you've got there's a responsibility with this job? Basically?
Yeah. I don't want this to be a flop house. I don't want people to come in here and just shitting all over the place and stuff like that. This is the Top Rank gym. It's been here since 1988. As you mentioned, it's a Hall of Fame promotion. We main thing in here is respect. I like to make sure everybody in here respects the gym, respects its occupants, respects me as well. And if you do that, you come in here with that positive attitude, you'll be fine. I never turn away a boxing fan. If it's a fight week or if it's any time, a boxing fan just stops by and they see the gym and they say, hey, you mind? I always let them in. Without the boxing fans, without the people that are buying tickets and pay-per-views and subscriptions and stuff, we don't have jobs. We don't get to enjoy this great life that we have in this beautiful sport, this beautiful business. It's amazing. And the one thing I would like to say, and I know this is kind of like off topic, but let's make some good fights. Let's let the best fight the best. Let the biggest names fight the biggest names. Let's not hold out, because I don't know. In a way, I feel like we're kind of losing our way with a lot of things, with the way the direction of boxing's going. Let's create some storylines. Let's set up some beefs and feuds and rivalries and all that kind of stuff. And I'm blessed to say that a lot of it starts in here. Starts in the gym. So support your local boxing gym.
Right, Frank, appreciate your time as always. Thanks for coming on.
Man, we can talk about other shit, man.
What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know, dude. Come on, ain't there some like juicy topics? I can say something controversial. You're asking me about the gym. Come
right,
visit
go
the
on.
gym. 3041 Business Lane, Las Vegas, 89103, or hit me up, or come visit the gym. You can see for yourself. I can't give too many of the secrets out in the gym, but come on, man. Let's talk about the juice, bro. Let's talk about some of the drama out there in boxing, man. Let me. Stir up some trouble. I don't know. Come on, bro. Give me something. What's the hot topic right now?
The hot topic is Crawford and Canelo. Do you want to see that fight?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I just said let's do the best fights possibly made. A lot of people, I don't understand why, or I do understand why. A lot of people are now saying, no, Crawford shouldn't fight Canelo. No, Crawford should fight Canelo. Crawford is here to achieve greatness and continue to achieve greatness like he has already. So, shit, let him do it. And I believe Terence Crawford right now is currently the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. That's my opinion only. I knew that guy was special before he even was recognized as the pound-for-pound best. But shit, he beats Canelo. That's some generational shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I want to see it. I'm riding with Terence Crawford. I don't think Canelo. Don't get me wrong. Canelo's the greatest Mexican fighter to ever live.
Picking this back up with Frank, you saying you want to see Canelo Crawford? 100%
want to see Canelo Crawford, and I like how people are saying, oh, now Crawford, after Crawford's last fight, which I thought he performed beautifully, that he can't stand with Canelo. 100% he can stand with Canelo. Win, lose, or draw, it's going to be a great fight. It's a great attraction. I always ride with Terence. I stole the phone off Bomac today. He was on the phone with Bud, and every time I get a chance to talk to Bud after a fight, I tell him I'm proud of him. And I'm proud of him. I saw him come up from, when he was almost, when he was with Top Rank and he was ready to, Top Rank wasn't so sold on him at the time. He was still like young, and he got that Bradius Prescott fight, and I think the world started taking notice. But I don't think there's anything else for him. It's the guy he beat was to win a title in his 4th weight class, and I think Canelo is the next step. I think it'd be a great fight. But not just that, Canelo's got to get through Edgar Berlanga still.
Frank, you've probably seen you've seen Shakur Spar, you've seen Tank Spar, I'm sure. I'm sure he's trained here, right? Great. What do you think of that fight, Frank?
That's a great fight. I think 2 of the best young fighters in the game, 2 guys that are, I believe, pound for pound top 10. It's both guys got their own attributes as far as, Tank's got that insane one-punch knockout power, that one-punch game-changing power, and Shakur's probably one of the hardest guys to get your hands on and to catch, and I think that type of Rayo Venezuela,
yeah.
I believe he's going to fight him next, and so if that fight happens, I'm definitely intrigued. It's one of them fights that I said, let's let the best fight the best. I'm going to have to ride with Shakur Stevenson on that one, but you can't take Gervonta Davis lightly. Guy hasn't lost yet, and he's been knocking the heads off a lot of people.
Frank,
that's it, right?
That's it, man.
You keep looking at your clock. Keep looking at your watch. I believe you gotta get going. I'm keeping here really long.
It's more my camera's overheating.
And he's got a flight in 90 minutes, and I'm keeping him here. I want him to miss his flight, so he stays an extra night.
Frank, pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate
follow
it.
him up. Tell them where to follow you.
I'm only on.
If you want, maybe you don't want them to.
No, it's fine. I'm on Instagram at American Love Machine, or you can just look up my name, Frank Stea, and it'll come up there.
There you go. Hit him up, Frank. Appreciate it.